Okay, so here we've got a little situation where we have two different lists of Kevin Bacon films, and technically the list on the left is the most up-to-date list, we thought. But we have another list out there, and we want to know which ones from here are not in this list over here. So which films are listed in here that we don't have over in here. Now we'll say, right, we're just by looking at it, it looks like Balto here is not in there, so this will be one of the ones that we'll be targeting. But so what we want to do is we want to see by highlighting these in yellow where they are not existent over here. All right. Now to do this, we're actually going to use a formula, but we're going to use a formula within the conditional formatting scheme. All right. So what we do here is we're going to select, first of all, this range right here. So this is going to be the area that will be looked at, and whichever ones are not over here, they're going to color in. They're going to have like a yellow background. Okay. I'll show you what it's going to look like. Over here in the done version, here it is, right? So there it is. So those are all the ones that are not in this list over here. That's what we're going to do, all right? So we select the area, all right? We go over here to conditional formatting. We go to new rule, and we tell it to use a formula, all right? Now the formula that we're going to use, it's a function formula, and it's called count if. And the way we do this is we're going to type in equal, we're going to type in COUNTIF. It doesn't do any kind of auto-filling when you're in here, so you have to really kind of type it in yourself. And then in parentheses, we're going to put the range of what we're comparing to, which is going to be over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to select from here all the way down to the last one here, see? Okay. And you'll notice when we did that, it also made that range absolute, which is what it needs to be. So don't go changing that, okay, because that is what it should be. And then we're going to put a comma in there, and then we're going to tell it that we want to reference then C2. So basically, this is the area that's going to be colored in, all right? This is the area that's looking at to see what's missing, all right? And then highlight that which is missing from this list here. Then we'll just type in C2 here, okay? That'll make it easy. All right, to do that, we close this up, and then we say equals 0. So that formula is going to figure out which ones here are not in here. That's what that formula does. Now, when it finds those in question, what do we want it to do? Well, we're going to have it format, maybe color the background yellow like you saw in the example there. So we go over here to format, we click on to fill, all right, and then you find your color. I had done yellow before. I'll tell you, we'll do green just for the heck of it. So a different color. So there it is with the green. We're going to hit OK. That's what it's going to look like. Hit OK again, and there we go. And that's it. So all the ones that you see there are not in the list over here. So very simple, easy to use feature. And as I've said in some of the other videos, if you're interested in this conditional formatting and all the different things that you can do with it, you definitely want to look at the Module 3 videos, which are nothing but conditional formatting. It's unbelievable. It's just a lot of good stuff there. It took me a long time to come up with what you see in there, some of those things. So very useful stuff that you can use at your jobs or wherever. All right, well, take care. Thanks for watching. I feel like when I add something to the end of the video, it's kind of like when you go to the movie and you sit through the credits at the end because you know that they're going to pop in there with something. Well, sorry about that, but here I am. I wanted to show you real quick, if you wanted to maybe change the color, maybe you don't like green, you want to go with a different color, how would you modify this? Well, what you do is you go anywhere in the area that you did the conditional formatting on, you'd go back to conditional formatting, which is in your home tab. You'd click onto that, and you'd go down to where it says manage rules, right? And there would be the rule that's causing this to happen. You can see the range that it's incorporating, and that's what you see here in column C. But to go in there and change the rest of it, you would just double click it, go over here to format, and you say, well, I want to go with purple, light purple here. So you do that, and you might also say, I also want to make it bold. I want to make the text that's in there bold as well, make it really kind of jump out. You can do that too. Hit OK, and then OK again, and OK again, and there you go. So how about that, huh? All right, I'm going to go now. So take care. Thanks for watching.